So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
But the linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Back in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, it's a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking for a gap. It's McCoy. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is incomplete. There's such a living history to this rivalry game, Kirk. They began playing back in 1893 and so many dramatic chapters since then.
You know, growing up in the Big Ten region, I always had an appreciation for the Iron Bowl, watching Auburn and Alabama every year. But really, it wasn't until 1996, my first year on College Game Day, when you and I were down there. Watched it firsthand. It was my first experience in seeing it. And there's just nothing like watching Auburn and Alabama in person.
They bring the punter onto the field now. This one will be fair caught. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Remember last time they played, Kirk, one of the sweetest moments in the long Iron Bowl history for the Auburn fans as they hammered the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, every single possession, they seem to come up with big plays. Not just blowing Alabama out, which is a game you never forget, but it was the explosive plays that really stand out in my mind.
Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. No huddle now for the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him down out near the 40. Offense breaks a huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Got all day in the pocket, finally delivers down the middle. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Hornet.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Auburn. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. He's swarmed by the defense. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Pass complete. It's second down now.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Stop right there at the line. No gain. Getting set. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Auburn 14, Alabama 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one off.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's McCoy. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time. And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Looking to throw it on first down. Breaks free. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. This one ends up a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking right, this one caught. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. Caught for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He lets it go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies, provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. The Salt were able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. They'll try the right here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And he's brought down there.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores. Makes the snap and takes off on the run. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up
the offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. And the pressure gets home. He's dropped right there, and the deficit will remain where it is. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Handoff to the right side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On the double.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it first and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Oh, the coaches told us all week, don't be shocked if we use the fullback in the passing game. I thought they were kidding us. But here it is for a first down.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. That's a design quarterback keeper. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 30, Alabama 13.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Has the force still on the move. QB breaking away. Touchdown Tigers. And the beatdown continues. The momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Auburn 37, Alabama 13.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
The Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They stop him out at the 42. Gets a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up the 1st, looking for more.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Breaking free at the 35. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. Get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.